Hey guys, what's up? It's spring. Check it out. The wisteria bush is in full bloom. Not exactly been the most fun spring break in my life. This is kind of what it's been like almost every day during spring break. It's been cool, gray, rainy. Tomorrow's Shauna's birthday. I just went and got her a really cool ice cream cake. Check it out. It says happy birthday Shauna on it. I wanted to get her an Alice in Wonderland cake, but could not. They didn't make those. Anything Alice in Wonderland. She loves Alice in Wonderland. So I'm going to take this stuff inside and then talk a little bit about how the year's going. Hey Shauna, what's special about today?
It's the day before my birthday!
Yay, okay. So how much weight have you lost, Shauna?
I'm down 25.
Yeah. How much am I down? You don't know? I'm down about 10 or 11.
Woo!
Yay. I think it's about 10. We'll just go with 10.
Woo!
Right. Yeah. All right. Cool.
All right, bye.
Bye, Shondo. Guys, it's a vlog. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I'm just going to talk to you about what's going on. First off, let's talk about the weight loss challenge. Shauna is doing amazing. I have improved. I improved a few things. I stopped doing videos because I got so frustrated. I mean, I wasn't losing weight, and it was just frustrating me. And I just couldn't stand to do another video where I'm like, hey, I'm the same weight as I was last week. And so we stopped, but I have lost some weight. I made a few changes, basically trying to cut back on sugars a little bit more, raise protein a little bit more, a little more activity. It's helped a lot. In the last couple weeks, I've lost a few pounds, and I feel a little better about it. We ran into a fan. I don't know if you'd call him a fan, but we ran into a person that watched our videos and asked about what was going on with the weight loss challenge. So I feel bad about it because Shauna was doing so good. I guess I should have continued doing videos and be like, Shauna wins again, Shauna wins again. But she's doing great. I'm doing better. So let's hope it stays that way. I don't think I'm ever going to catch up to her, but I'm going to try to do my best. So I had a few topics I want to talk about. The group ride, we ran into that fan at the St. Nick's group ride Tuesday night. Love this group ride. It's one of my favorite. I'm a little bit, I want to be a little bit, this is going to be a little bit critical. I don't want to like call anyone out or say anything negative because it's such an awesome group. I always feared that because of Strava, and we have people now, I just know from basically being into road biking for a long time, is that we tend to have more, I think there's more fit people than there used to be. I mean, I feel like and maybe it's just I ride with more fit people than I used to, but it just seems like it's hard. Like you have more, everything seems to be going to more extremes, right? You have rides that are really slow, you have rides that are really, really fast, and it's harder to find something in the middle. Our group ride was really fast into a headwind, I thought. We had some really, really strong riders there that were pulling us into this really intense headwind. Into a really intense headwind, if you're in a draft, you should really have, you know, we had this massive benefit of being in a great draft, but these three guys still managed to drop most of the ride, and they were just killing it, you know, and we didn't do a regroup or anything. We just turned around and headed back, and it was sort of split up on the way back. I know one guy had a flat tire, and I stopped and helped him, but nobody else did, which I think is mainly because he didn't announce it. You know, I think he kind of kept it on the down low because he didn't want a bunch of people to stop. But anyway, long story short, I feel like that there's a danger when your group rides get to be a little too much like races, because while that's great for a handful of people, it's not so good for the people who necessarily don't want to race. I don't go to group rides to race because I know if I did, I would just be dropped and killed really fast. I go to group rides. I want fun. You know, I want a hard ride. I want to put out some effort here and there, but also I want to have some fun social riding times too. And so, you know, you got to balance those two things. And speaking of racing, Coming up this weekend is the Worldwide Raceway Criterium in St. Louis. It's their spring criterium. I did this last year. It was a lot of fun. Don't think I'm going to do it this year because there's thunderstorms forecast. It's a week away, so that could change. There's thunderstorms forecast for that day, and also I'm a little bit turned off on criteriums because, like, it just seems like so many people have crashed. You know, like Justin Williams crashed and got hurt, and he's one of the best criterium races there is. NorCal Cycling, the YouTuber NorCal Cycling, he crashed in early criterium, broke his collarbone. Criterium racing, if you could somehow make it safer, I would love to do it. But even if it was safe, I mean, I'm still gonna struggle to hang on to even like the mid pack, the back of the pack. It's just, I just don't have that kind of. I just don't have that kind of fitness right now. Probably never have had it in my life. And that leads me to my next topic, fitness. I'm 43 now. And I just did a really pretty tough 50-mile ride a couple days ago. To kind of wrap up my spring break, I did a 50-miler with a couple big climbs out to Garden of the Gods. It hurt me pretty bad. I felt pretty rough yesterday. I had a lot of back pain this morning. And I don't remember, just being as devastated in the past by some of these rides. I went back and looked through Strava. I have now Strava data over 10 years now. So it's really interesting. I was at probably like peak. If you go back and look at a lot of my KOM records, my PRs and stuff on climbing segments especially, I was getting my PRs on climbing segments around 2012, 2013. And at that point, I was probably pretty close to the same weight, maybe 5 pounds lighter than I am now. 10 years ago, though, I just know I could, like, my heart rate was about 10 beats higher per minute, when I was going all out. That makes a big difference. I was a lot fitter. For example, in 2012, by this point in the year, I had done about 1,800 miles, maybe 1,700 miles. Whereas at this point right now, I have just a little over 1,000. And a lot of those 1,000 are Swift miles, trainer miles. Back then, I had very little trainer miles. And there was some, because I did ride the trainer indoors. But it was probably a lot more productive miles, because when I did do the trainer, I almost always did like a video, training video, and all like structured intervals. Whereas this year I've done a lot of just cruising around on Zwift, which probably isn't getting me much. Definitely isn't getting me a lot of TSS. So training this year has been kind of a failure in a lot of ways, I think. I just didn't put in the volume. I didn't put in the time. And that kind of leads me to the last thing to talk about, which is what I've been doing all spring break, which is house hunting. I have this 2-hour-a-day tax on my time that I spend an hour driving to work, an hour driving home. And I was like, if I could do something else with that time, productive, walk, train, go to the gym, whatever, just rest sometimes, I think I'd be a lot happier. That hour drive, while it doesn't seem like it would really hurt you that bad, it seems to wipe me out. The drive home leaves me just, when I get home, I don't want to do anything after work. I'm just exhausted from the driving. I feel great when I leave work, and then about 30 minutes into the drive, I get kind of sluggish, and by the time I get home, it's hard to drag myself up the stairs. I think setting in that position after being active all day, which I'm not super active at work, but still it kind of gets you. So house hunting to try to get closer to work and cut my drive down, but it's a terrible time to buy houses. Everything's really expensive right now. So just sort of at a loss of what to do. And I don't know, part of me says, well, just go ahead and take the hurt and get a big house payment and another part of me says, oh, just keep doing what you're doing, drive another year, save more money, and it's hard to decide. So anyway, that's pretty much it for the vlog. That covers everything I wanted to cover. If you haven't checked out May 14th, the Choose Your Own Adventure ride, it's going to be super fun. Hopefully the weather's great. Look forward to seeing you there. Later.